Sam for demo today. We got a really great one. Love it when we get these guitars in. This is a 1961 Fender Stratocaster, beautifully refinished in Tahitian coral finish. Very, very rare color. It would have been a custom order. It was a color available in the paint catalogs of the day. There is one confirmed example from the year. It's got masking tape underneath. It says Tahitian coral on there, the right numbers and everything. This is obviously a restoration, refinish, kind of modeled after that. It's done by Joe Reggio, our good friend. Always does fantastic work, which is spot on. It's nicely relicked. It's not going to come through as clear in the video, but there you got it. What a beautiful guitar and a beautiful color. So let's run down on this guitar. Well, first of all, it looks fabulous, but it's also had everything done to it that needs to make it a great, fabulous player right now. So let's just go through the rest of the guitar. So you have original body and a vintage body and a vintage neck. The body date, I think, is late 59. I think it's 11/59. It'll all be confirmed in the photos. The neck date is early 61. So they're just within a few months of each other, so they work great. The body had been refinished before this. There is some, there's a number code that's kind of like etched or stamped into the neck pocket, just kind of by hand. May have been a sign that at some point it had a factory refinish done to the body, but obviously this is something that's been done more recently. The neck has been recently refretted. I think it's 6105 frets, so a nice tall frets. They're all good to go. It's all been leveled off for this. Plenty of height left. Slab board neck. And one of the ways you can tell from the slab board is you look here, you got the oval shape on the top of the board. You can also look down the bottom of the neck. You see how right there the wood goes over top of the truss rod adjusting nut. That's a slab board. It's a good weight. I'll try to get you an exact weight. As far as parts go, original guard, which look how cool that is and how well aged it is. I mean, just really cool. Typical shrinkage and some cracks on it, but it holds on just as it should. Original shield, a vintage shield that is. It says Josie on there, which is nice because my daughter's name is Josie or Josephine. The pickup covers, the switch tip, the guard, those are original. The pickups, these are 3 early 60s black bottom pickups. One of them has been rewound. The other 2 have original windings still. The tremolo unit is a original vintage part from the 1960s. One saddle looks like it's a repro. This output jack here is also a vintage part. I'm not exactly sure the year, but it's definitely vintage. So again, it's a restoration project, but we did as much as we could to get it back to normal. You got a neck plate here, has a serial number in the 40,000s, which gets us in that general date range. Again, the serial numbers were not, they're not consecutive. They're kind of made in bulk and then used over time. They generally correspond to years, but sometimes you'll get one that if you looked up in a book would say, hey, that's 60. Well, actually it was used in 61 as well, so and you are correct, along with the screws. Now, the tuners are original tuners to the neck, single line Clousons. They all work great. Original decal on the neck, except the word Stratocaster has come off. No other funny business to the neck. Beautiful dark Brazilian rosewood fretboard with clay dots. Lovely contours on the body. These are the kind of contours we want to see. Yeah, so few parts are repros. Like we said, the one saddle. These knobs are really nice aged repros along with most of the screws. Let's see. The wiring harness and switch are modern parts. But the key thing is the pickups, and those are original. So there you go. It's a 1961 Fender Stratocaster in Tahitian coral finish. The neck profile is typical for 60-61. It's a medium, more of a medium neck. It's got but it's not like a big fat neck. By the time you get out of the 50s, the fat necks are gone. It's a nice, substantial medium. So it feels very wide in the hand. It's got pretty good shoulders. 61s tend to have some nice shoulders along the edge. By shoulders, I mean this part of the guitar. Yeah, it's a great playing, great sounding Strat, you know, and with original examples of these now pushing way up there, this is your chance to get one at a little bit of a discount. Still a Strat, so not cheap, obviously. Last thing to note is while the decal is original and I think the headstock finish is original, there looks to be overspray on the back of the neck, but it's old, so it is what it is. So anyway, it's a 1961 restoration project, Fender Stratocaster. Beautiful Tahitian coral color. Thanks for checking it out.